Hey, thanks for tuning in for this quick core workout. I am doing everything body weight today, so no equipment needed, and just set your timers to 30 seconds. We're nonstop 30 seconds back to back for 16 exercises. The first one here is a clamshell, and then we go straight into a glute drive or hip bridge, however you want to say that, and then repeat on the other side. So talking about these moves, on the clamshell, you're going to be sure that your elbow is directly underneath the shoulder, your knees and feet are stacked with your knees bent about 90 degrees, lift the hip and open the legs at the same time. Then on that glute drive, you're going to bring those feet as close to your glute as possible and drive those hips towards the ceiling evenly through both legs, squeezing the glutes, hamstrings, and lower back at the top. Keep that 30-second timer running as you head into a single side alternating V-up. So you've got one arm coming towards the opposite leg. You at least reach the shoulder blades off the mat, maybe your entire back. And then you go straight into T-tucks. So you form a T with your arms and tuck those knees into your chest. Again, at least raise the shoulders, potentially the full back. Now on these alternating V-ups, the straighter your leg is, the harder it's going to be. So if you start to fatigue, feel free to bend that knee as you lift. Same here. If you are fatiguing, you can drop those legs between each set versus keeping them elevated in that T position, whatever allows you to maintain the proper technique. Up next, into a side plank. Again, like those clamshells, you've got one elbow underneath the other shoulder. Your feet are stacked, or if you need to modify, you can drop that bottom knee down, and then we're dropping our hips to the floor. Then we roll straight into a forearm plank with the elbows underneath the shoulders, and then alternate reaching those arms up overhead. When you're doing that, I don't want you to rock your hips. Straight into the other side plank. So elbow underneath the shoulder, feet are stacked or that bottom knee is down, and then back again to that forward plank. Make sure that the hips are not rocking. So to do that, you need a wide base of your feet, wider than hip width apart. Straight into a bird dog. So opposite arm and leg extend, and then you bring them in together, making sure that the other wrist is underneath the shoulder and knee is underneath the hips. Straight down onto your bellies for Superman. So legs and arms are relatively straight, making a big X with your body. You're going to lift the chest and the thighs off the floor, squeezing the lower back and really the entire back side of your body. Back up to tabletop position, bird dog on the other side for 30 seconds. Think about core stability here and keeping even distribution between the hand and the knee that are on the floor with your hips and shoulders square to the floor. And then again, back for that Superman. In this Superman, I want you to think about contraction of the backside of your body versus lifting higher. So just make sure that you're contracting the glutes, hamstrings, lower back, upper back as you lift everything up. And that is one set. So we did everything for 30 seconds each. You can rest for 1 minute and then repeat at least one, maybe two more times, depending on how much time you have. Thanks for joining.